Hello, and welcome back to a new episode of A Journey to Valhalla with your girl Cassandra. Oops, and we are starting off by sleeping like we always do. In the last episode, we have been finishing up at home some tasks that got forgotten while we were exploring around. So we did some prettying up of places and we ran around in the Mistlands a little bit to get things looking nice. So got some Yggdrasil wood and some of those things, and we have to go back and take a visit. Well, that did not work. Take a visit to the new home we started, and okay. ADHD moment here. We are in A Journey to Valhalla. No new home we started, but cleaning up and doing chores and getting things done before we wait for the Deep North to drop. One of the projects we are doing is this museum type of thing where we put all the stuff from one biome in sections in here and decorate a little bit and make it look a little nicer. We have not done much on this here. We defeated Geirhaffa. There is still those two from the Seal Tower, Sil and Drunger, I think they are called, and we have to find the Brenna trophy. I don't know where we left that one. And my best bet is it's over in our forest base, so we're gonna take a look there and see what's going on there. And then we have a look at the map and see if we have the... it's not here. Where might that trophy be? And see if we have Seal Tower anywhere close where we can get to it quickly. I'm a little bit stumped because we picked up everything from here to put in our museum, but the Brenna trophy did not show up, and I think, let me remove all of those markings. I think we already... There's the Howling Cavern, Seal Tower, Smoldering Tomb. No, we did not do the Smoldering Tomb. Aha. Okay, so that is interesting. I thought we had done the Smoldering Tomb already. I'm mixing up the different games right now a little bit in my brain, I think. So we did okay, we need to go to the Smoldering Tomb and see what's going on there, because that is really strange. Don't have a pocket portal, we're gonna use that one. That's what that... There. Oh yeah, well, you should write it correctly. Is that how it's written? I forgot to mute my messenger again. The things. Let me just do that real quick. Okay. Smoldering. Like that. Wood? Wait. I'm confused. You should think. I should be able... Oh, it's not smoldering, it's tomb. Man. Connect? Is that thing connected elsewhere? And where? Things are strange here. Should have done that thing long ago, and now I am searching for things. Okay, let's see. That is set to the hut. That is set to howling. That is where we were. That is set to bone mass. And there ain't any other things here. Ha! Is that... You stirred the cauldron. Well, okay. We stirred the cauldron. Where do we go to get... to kill those? Somewhere where I can fight? Leather delivery. I wanted to look at the map to see what's going on with that. What, why, who is... Oh, that is a fooling. I was wondering what was fighting with my logs up there. The logs is not making it easier. If they would concentrate on me more, it would make it easier, but they are fluttering around the logs too, and that is not making things easier for me. The cauldron calms. Well, okay, at least that. Ugh. Okay, we are done now, buddy. Those are gone. Calm down, calm down. Okay. So... Sorry. Now let's look at the map, because that is way strange. What is going on here? That is tomb. And we do not have that many portals. Is it here somewhere? That is... Oh, well, that is tomb. Okay. Man? Did we do that? I forgot about doing that, and we gave it back to, and we forgot. Yeah, we have cleared that. Hey, man, that needs to be marked done. Sorry, I am a mess. My head does not work like it should be working. So we spent 10 minutes figuring out that we already did that. So then the next one is the seal tower. There is a seal tower here and there. There we have one with a portal. I think we went there, so we should have a tower portal somewhere. Okay. Now let's get there and see what's going on over there. Oh man, I do hate parkour, but yeah, we have to bring some wood so we can get up there. Gonna do that. That is an endeavor for more than one day, I think, because it is quite a lot of enemies in there. So some wood, please. That should be sufficient, I think. Gonna leave the stones here. We're gonna leave that here and the leather. That needs to go here. And repair the hammer. Okay, I'm gonna see that we get up there. Oh wait, I want to bring that big sledgehammer. Where is that one? That one. Because it proved to be helpful with that. Wait, where did that come from? 6 stones? Where did that drop from? Huh? Strange. The things that happen. Okay, now let's go. Let's see what we have in there. But if we did Brenna and if we brought back the trophy, where did we leave that trophy? I mean, it should have been somewhere. I do hate parkour. I did tell you I hated parkour. I'm super bad at doing parkour. Can't get up on that one. See? I hate parkour. I need to probably zoom out a little bit. Oh, maybe that was a little bit too much. Like, oh, gosh. I need another one here. Those are so super tiny. It's really hard to hit those. Can I please now get up there here? Okay, there we are. I have the wrong weapon in my hands. That was... I died due to some whatever. I don't know what happened there. I must have run into a trap up there. I tried to stay away from those patches and failed to do that. Okay. And we are out of the very good food. Okay, we're gonna close the door first thing because we need to decide what to eat. We don't have stamina food anymore. Oh boy, the things. That, and that. Okay, we're gonna get to cooking here. More of those. Running low on grape wines. The things. Like we start into that and we are ultimately cooked because we died to some sort of trap up there. Yes. Gimme that. Time's a wasting. Should have used the sledge and get all of that traps out of the way, but I did not. Thought I could do it that way. Could not. So now... give me that. Need some kind of armor because there is buzzy bees probably around there. And I don't want to run around there. And it is night timing. We want to get our stuffs back. You have to do that parkour thingy all over again. Boo. And I am really bad at parkour. Like you can see here. And I'd better not drop off that while I have no feather cape. That will not be a good idea. How did I get up there? Okay. I get here and then there. And then there. Ooh. Yep. 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 Okay, we've got back our gear. Now we want that thing. There is always some traps inside of those straw things. And if you run into one of those traps, you get poisoned, and that is what killed me in the end. Because I got poisoned by one of those traps. That is what happened here. And that is why, see all of those stones coming out? Those wood pieces coming out of that? That is because of those traps inside those straw mats there. I think it is way too dark to go on. Can't see what I'm doing anymore. So I think we're gonna go home and get all of the stuff. Carrying too much. Oh, look at all of that. Yeah, we have to drop all of that off at home, go to bed, sleep, because it's too dark inside the tower to see what we're gonna be doing. And I'm still completely stumped as to where did that Brenner trophy go? I don't have the slightest idea. Did we put it in here? No. This is very strange. There is no Brenner trophy anywhere to be found. But we did the smoldering tomb. Oh, wait. There she is, up there. Man, the stupidity of me. Can you believe I am so forgetful? There we go. Now, we need another trophy up there, and I think we're gonna be putting one of the Mistlands trophies up there. I think we're gonna go with one of those. They are quite cute. It does not glow, but that's okay. So we've got some iron to be dropped off here, and the money needs to go in here. No, money needs to go down there to our trader's post, but we're gonna go sleep first. Stupidity. Okay. Let's get that back on that one. Okay. And the barley? Is there some barley in here for potion making? I don't think so. Okay, let's drop it in here for now. And the money goes in our money box here. Now we have to do all of that parkouring again. Should have brought the portal up top, but, well, you know, keep forgetting things. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Proved to be easier when you are zoomed out a bit. Those really small pre-made things here are quite hard to hit when you want to jump on them. Whoops. Okay, this is better now. Okay, we are going with that big thingy here because that proved to be very helpful to get rid of all the traps in here. And we want a bubble up, of course. Maybe put that on number 7 to have it on easy access. See that here? That was a trap there that we destroyed with the hammer, so we don't get the poisoning effect whenever you hit that stuff with the hammer, with the demolisher. They explode and you get all of the traps deactivated before they poison you. That's why we died up top there, because I ran into one of those traps without deactivating it beforehand. And those are start fooling in here, so you want to be careful to not get yourself killed by those if you attempt that. Okay, we are nearing a carrying capacity, but we should be quite far down already. Yeah, that is the basement, and there is that big boy that we need to be killing. I need to renew my bubble here. Only the little guy left here. And there we go. We did it. We managed to kill all of those here. What is in here? The fabulous eggs. Don't need that. And we do not really need all of that. We do have enough black metal. That thing is way too heavy to be carrying. What does it weigh? 200. My gosh. We're gonna schlep that up the tower best we can. Gonna have to take a pause or two and then drop it over the rim. We can get off of that tower. Where is the way up? Should be on this side, on the other side here. Oh, there. Still not all the way at the top. That tower is quite large. Okay, that one over there is a good place to drop stuff off the tower. And jump after it. Interesting. Okay. Let's drop some of those things off in here for now. We can get that thing. Okay, we are carrying too much again, but that's okay. We only need to get home from here. Gonna be dropping that off right here so we can get it to Hildir. That's that, and then that, and then we've got that. The eggs can go in here too for safekeeping. And we have some money. And we've got the 2 trophies for our museum. So that is the big boy and the little boy. There we go. All of Hildir's quests done. Now I think we do need to have some fine wood for more holders, and we are running a little low on fine wood here. Also, we do need some bronze nails. No items to stack because that's the wrong box. That box. Okay. We need some bronze nails. We do have a heck ton of bronze, so we're gonna just make some. And we do need some iron nails too, I think, for the item stands for the armor. Okay. Let's just put some things up here. I don't have the slightest idea how many things we will need here. I'm just gonna put some down and then we hope that it is enough. And I do want... Oh, we forgot the leather. There, look at that. We've got some leather here. Do want to have some more of those. I don't have the slightest idea how many of those will be needed. So that can stay here. We take the pickaxe because we're gonna search for that thing. We've got all of the stuff from those two biomes. We do miss some of the mountain tier, and then that is plains tier, that is mistlands tier, and that's gonna be ashlands tier. So we gotta find all of that, but for now we got a second one, and I don't know why. Okay. The things, we gotta get that back to Hildir. Hi Alan. Hi Blabbear. Okay. And that looks a little as if we had not brought back... Yes, we did. There are 2 chests, and that should be the third, and that will unlock some more items. So now let's see what she has to offer now. Let's get some money so we can see in color. I don't think we will be buying anything, but let's see with the money. Oh, there is really expensive stuff in here. Need more money. So we have all of those basic fireworks. Let's get us some fireworks. And yeah, that's all of the clothing she has to offer. Yeah, okay. Get the money back in here. And let's see what we can do with the fireworks, because if you never have seen the firework things, at least one time we should be looking at it. We'll have to find again where you make those firework things, because you can make colored ones, but I have forgotten where. Was it by chance? It's always the same. By chance the artisan table, maybe? Where is my artisan table? No. So I have overlooked them. Oh, there. Blue fireworks, cyan fireworks, green fireworks, purple fireworks, red fireworks, yellow fireworks. You're gonna get one eye. Here. Just so we can see. There, cyan, fireworks. We might wait for the night. Let's see. Do we have a fire around here? I don't think. Do we have a bonfire in a box somewhere? No. Let's collect us a little bonfire. So that's one of those, and then 5 of those, 5 of those, 5 of those, and a little bit of wood to get it burning. Where do we want that to be sitting? Do we have a place? Yeah, I think here. There we go. Fireworks. Boom. But you cannot see it very good because I shot it into the mist. Well, yeah, that's how you use fireworks. If you haven't known, you know now. Good, we got that. I think we're gonna leave that burning up there because it looks good, it looks pretty. Okay, now we are being blessed with new raids. We still miss those trophies. Replace the father portal with stone. Get more iron. Oops. Get more iron. Really, do we have to get more iron? Ah. Well, we have quite a heck ton of bronze in here, more than we will need, I think. We're gonna take that back to the forest place in the morrow after we slept. Gonna get that big hammer back to where it belongs. And then I think the next day we are going to be looking in all of the boxes and picking up all of the gear that is strewn all over the place. There should be gear in some of those boxes here somewhere. Not here. Where is all my silver gear? Oh, on the walls. The Fang Spear, that's the Mistwalker. That is silver tier. It's all over my walls here. We have to pick all of that up and get it into the museum. Okay, so we're gonna have a short break here. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, now let's sleep. As we play this episode, I don't know, it will be 1 week in the future from where I play this, when you will see this, if the developers have already brought out the new update to the live branch. So, because I don't know that, I'm a little unsure how to proceed here. I think we're gonna go a little... Okay, not the berries, but the sap. How to proceed here, because we have made nearly everything. We have to finish up the museum and pretty up the base at some point a little bit more. And then Cassandra will go on a vacation while we wait for the Deep North to drop, because I want to play the Deep North with Cassandra for sure, but that is next year, probably, most likely. So, yeah, I think we're gonna go down to 1 episode on Mondays for the frequency, just to clean up things here a little bit, and then go into vacation mode for Cassandra and wait for the Deep North, so we can experience that together with this playthrough. That means from this episode going forward, there will only be 1 episode a week, I think on Mondays, probably. Have to look at the... That was the wrong side, at the schedule, to decide when is the best day to upload that 1 episode, and then we are going to be prettying up things best we can. Where is all the iron? Where is all the metal? Oh, in this box, in these boxes here. Yeah. So the bronze goes in here. That is what I wanted to do all along. There is a lot of iron still in here. We don't need to go for more iron. Just have to smelter down all of that iron we already own. That is all full here. And we don't have the coal to smelter all of that. That is the issue here. So I think we're gonna go do some wood cutting to get all of that iron smeltered, and in our boxes there is also flaw metal in there to be smeltered. And we can clean up the ashlands a little bit. That's also something I'm thinking about, because we have like a heck ton of portals out here. We don't need all of those portals. Like, we could have the A14 renamed to A13 or something, or we can start at number 1 and then go and pick up some of those here. Those are way too many portals down here. We don't need that many. That one needs to be exchanged for a stone portal. We wrote that on the wall. So that's what we're going to be doing, I think, cleaning up the messes, and then tour all of our pretty bases we built, and that's that then, I think. Let's see about our grapes, if there is some grapes. Also, we do need to replant the barley. We're running low on barley flour. No grapes to be found here. Okay. So let's replant some barley. We found some in the tower. We can also plant those because we're a little short on barley. That's that. And then let's collect all of the weapons we put up here somewhere. That's all fish. And put them in the respective places where they need to go. Also the armor. Can't pick it up. Got everything here. Okay, let's put away all of that stuff. So that is Mistlands tier, that is Plains tier, that is Mistlands tier. Fang Spear is Mountain tier. That is Mountain tier. The Iron Sledge is Swamp tier. We are lacking... Okay, that is Mountain tier. The number 3, and then the number 4. That is Mountain tier. Also, the Mistwalker is Mountain tier. That is Plains. That needs to go on this one here. That is Mountain tier. Okay, and then that Plains. That one and that one is Plains tier. Looks like I'm not much into using Plains tier stuff at all. So I'm gonna steal one of those here because we are missing one here for the swamp. Because the sledgehammer needs to go in the swamp place here. That one. Okay. And then those are Mistland here. We don't have any... Okay, need to steal that one up there too, I guess. Wait, we need that for the Frostner. That can go here. Steal that one and that one because I don't think we have more from the plains, but we do need something for the Mistlands here. I'm missing something up there. Can't get up there. Ugh. Okay. Need to get on the roof to pick up the stuff here. Okay, that is Mistland's things here. So that is the Carapace Spear and the Mistwalker. Kind of need to get that sorted a little bit. Okay. That needs to go back in here. That is not the right box. That's the right box. And then we have all of that armor laying around here. And there should be some stuff in those boxes here. Can't put that up on the wall because we don't need it really. And there. Look at all of that. That all needs to go in the museum. And full. We forgot. We need some more fine wood to make that happen. Okay, now that is Mistland, Carapace. And the Logscape belongs to the plains. And that one belongs here. And that belongs to the Mistlands as well. I need more things here. We do have quite a lot of staffs we are not really using. So that is the Carapace and the Himinyafel. And then we have the metal pickaxe. We need that here. And then gonna get some of this stuff here. So I'm still undecided about which sword to be using. That is Mistland's tier 2. Okay, now we are completely out of fine wood. But I think we have everything from here. And then the staffs. Something in the box. Okay, I think we've got everything now. we can see that one was in the mist lands. So that is that, and then that one is from that was wrong. The troll staff is from the Ashlands. That is nothing that we acquired in the Mistlands. So I think now we've got all the weapons sorted. We only ever made the carapace. We never made that. And we only made that ask armor. I kind of want to decorate that also with some other things from the biome, like some foods maybe. Put some desk here, some table here, so we can put food here, and the potions that belong to that biome. But for now, I think we've got all of the gear sorted here. Okay. Now we go and do something about the wood situation, because we need to have more coal. We don't have to have more iron. The iron situation is fine, I think. But we do need to have way more wood to make more coal. We also might need to plant some more trees here. Is there? Yeah, there is. Let's plant some more trees here. Let me zoom out a little so I can see what I'm doing. Ten of those, and something like that. Maybe we leave those on the periphery. It's only difficult to tell those. Sorry, with stuff dropping into the water and things. Okay, I think that is all the trees we needed to fell. We're gonna replant some more. It's getting a little dark here, a little hard to see what I'm doing. Gonna let those grow, and then we will have to come back and do some harvesting there. That is a little too close to that one. Well, can't help that now. Okay, so that goes back in here. We have to repair that at some point. We get the kilns going before we go to bed. We can have some coal for smeltering. Okay, that is that. Those 50 can live here, and we are going home and going to bed. Gonna dump that in here. That is the leftover wood we had, and we gonna do some repairing real quick, just to be sure we don't run around with broken stuff. And then we get to bed real quick. Okay, gonna have another short break here. Be right back. Okay, let's sleep. We go one more day. And I'm a little unsure with what. We could be doing the portal switch. We should have one more set of eyes to give us that stone portal. We will need a stone cutter to do that, and we will want to have the good food. Let me see. We have been running low on eyes in this game so much. Yeah, we are all out of eyes again. And we are all out of fine wood. So no normal portals because no fine wood, but the stone portal takes Graustine, and we have enough of that. And we need molten cores. And we need a stone cutter, which will require 10 wood and 4 normal stones and 2 iron, I think. That iron can now go in that box because we took away some of the bronze we had in here. We are quite well stocked here, a little low on the black metal things, but that is not an issue. So let's have a look, so I don't go there with not enough. We got the stonecutter materials here, and we've got the materials for the stone portal. Okay. So, where is my father location? I hope it is here. Ooh, there is still Graustein laying about here. Let's drop that out here, because we don't need all of that. There. So, that is father 2. We have bubbled up, okay. Let's hope there is no ruckus going on there. So we have to put a stone cutter here. And then that thing is not susceptible to getting ruined by fire. So that is gonna be fodder 2. And then I think we will have to build at least a little bit here. So we can have something to protect that a little bit, because this is going to fall into ruins if we don't do something about it. At least build some kind of protection here. Not enough Graustein. Okay, let's get home. Let's get some of that Graustein. And do some housing building thing here to protect our stuffs here. Just something very rudimentary, nothing fancy. I just want that workbench. And stone cutter. And that box. In a safer place. So we don't have to worry about the stuff getting ruined by the elements here. So just put a little house up here to protect that. That's all it needs to be doing. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Just some protection for the workbenches. And then call that good. And we're gonna move that portal to sit right next here. There we go. Nice. So if there is father 2, there should be father 2, father without 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So we're gonna probably need to get another stone portal going. We need another, wait, that? Unconnected. Ah. Did we put that portal somewhere else? No. No. So we have a fodder 2 portal, but we don't have a fodder portal, which is way strange. Well, it's fodder 1. Let's pick up the stone cutter we need. So stone cutter, and then we need 2 molten cores. That should be good. We need our bubble backup. Fodder 1. And we're gonna pick up the grousstein here. We have enough to make that work. I'm gonna be doing the same thing there. Okay, it's up here. I think we're gonna have it down here somewhere. Out of the range of the stone cut of the yeah, okay. Gonna go by doing it like that. We're missing something here. We got mayhem. We do not have enough wood to make all of that work, which is strange. Okay. I need to get the housing done. Like that. Thought we had enough to make the box as well, but we didn't. Big portal. Fodder 1. We're getting visitors all over the place here. And then a little bit of roof over those things here. Just to keep it safe. And some of those small ones in that corner here. Can we please? Can I snap that here? Oh, missing requirements. Okay. Okay. So that was the mission, get the fodder portal sorted. So we did that. So we don't need to get more iron. We have enough. We have done that. And we filled the museum. That is cool too. So now the only thing left, that is another portal in here. The only thing left now to do is get all of the stuff. I'm not quite sure how to go about that. I do want the portals in here, the ready prepared portals. That is the seal breaker, and that are the seal breaker things. We need probably that is only 2 portals here, and we've got the circling course for 3. Did we miss some eyes while we picked up stuff? Probably, which is a big concern because we are short on eyes anyways. So we had we have 2 complete portals and 1 half one, and there is eyes missing. And I don't know why. Did we fail to pick things up? Probably. So that is the Drakkar. And that is all the supplies we need to go adventuring. There is nothing in here that should not be here. There is a super big fish that we caught. This is a fish trap here, that's for sure. We picked up so many fish around here. You want to get fish for free? Build yourself something like that. There is not a single grapevine here to be harvested. Well, but we do have chickens in here. Okay, we have piles of greystone all around the place, and there is some greystone still laying around here too. We need to pick that up. We are still missing that stupid warlock trophy. And we should be doing something about that. That thing is so exceptionally ugly. It should be venting out the back, not the front, but we need to do some decorating in here, I think, and we might want to be doing that with the trophies too, because we took down all of the weapons. Look at that many fish we have. There is a box with all the fish we already collected for the fishing head, and we are missing stuff here. And we do not have caught all of the fish. So catch more fish. Also, we could be decorating a little bit more here on the outside. There is stuff that is not looking exceptionally neat here. the box is pretty full with the Graustein here. We could put up black metal box for the Graustein. That was a little much. I only need 6. And we don't exactly need 50 wood for that either. Graustein box. No, the black metal box. 2 tar. There should be 2 tar somewhere. And it's only 10 wood that is needed. We can put up a big old box here and put just the Graustein in there. That is laying around all of our base everywhere. We have piles of Graustein everywhere. Lighten the burden on that box a little bit too. That is way too much. We should be installing some more decorations in here too. There is not a lot going on here. We should be sorting out those boxes a little bit. There is all kinds of stuff in here that do not need to be in here really. Just tossed it in here. There is some fine wood here too. See if we can get some of that stuff sorted a little bit better. All of that is way too much too. Don't need that many of those in here. See, we got things all over the place here. Let's get that stuff over here. Put it in boxes there because we are overflowing. And while we're here, we can look for the coal to do the smeltering. Look at that. That is all full again too. That's better. That is still processing. Okay. That was the first part of that. There is still something lying around here. Let's get that picked up. Something is glittering underneath here. I don't know what that is. Yeah, so that was this episode. I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed our running around and getting things done episode again. We will have to do some more running around and getting things done in future episodes of this playthrough, but we will also do some consolidating and picking things up and all of that jazz. with that, we're gonna stand right in front of our bed like we always do. And if you like this episode, then give me a thumbs up, please. It helps the channel a lot for other people to find my content. If you are not subscribed and have been watching my content for a while, consider subscribing, please, and ring the bell so you get notified when I upload new content, which I do quite often. And with that, I'm gonna bid you a good night, and we are going to be back with new shenanigans in the 10th world real soon. Bye!